Mockingjay, the fiery conclusion. Mockingjay, the fiery conclusion of the Mockingjay. Part 1. Introduction. Ashes and uprising. District 12 has been wiped off the map. Peeta has fallen into the hands of the capital, twisted into a terrifying weapon. Katniss Everdeen, once the girl on fire, is now just a trembling pawn amidst the rubble of District 13. But war waits for no one. As all of Panem burns in the fires of rebellion, Katniss is forced to make the ultimate decision: become the symbol of the revolution, or let this world fade into darkness forever. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we step into the tragic and epic finale. Mockingjay. This is no longer a game in an arena. This is total war, where the line between justice and brutality becomes thinner than ever. Part 2. Plot summary. The assault on the heart. The story begins in District 13, an underground military base thought to have been destroyed long ago. Under the leadership of President Coin, Katniss agrees to become the Mockingjay to rally the districts into an uprising. But the cost is too high. Peeta is rescued from the capital, but he has been hijacked, brainwashed to view Katniss as a threat, trying to kill her the moment he sees her. The march toward the capital isn't a journey of glory, it is a walk into the jaws of death. The streets of the capital have been transformed into a massive 76th Hunger Games, filled with sadistic pods, from mines and mutts to waves of black tar. One by one, Katniss's squad falls, and the tragedy reaches its peak with the death of Prim, her little sister, in a ruthless bombing right at the gates of the president's mansion. On the verge of victory, Katniss realizes a horrifying truth. The mastermind behind the bomb that killed her sister wasn't Snow, but a plot by Coin to frame the capital. In the moment of Snow's execution, Katniss fires a shot that changes Panem's history forever. An arrow not aimed at the old enemy, but straight at the heart of the new tyrant. Part 3. Artistic highlights. The truth behind the curtain. Mockingjay is the darkest chapter because it strips away the facade to reveal the true face of war. Suzanne Collins doesn't build a fairy tale ending. She exposes the cruelty of media and politics. Katniss isn't just fighting Snow. She is fighting the manipulation of President Coin, someone who seeks to replace one dictatorship with another. The character psychology in this part reaches its peak. Peeta transforms from a warm-hearted boy into a broken man, trying to piece together his memories. Real or not real? Katniss is no longer a flawless heroine. She is a victim of violence, her soul scarred, constantly standing on the edge of madness. The deaths of iconic characters like Finnick and Prim aren't just for shock value. They exist to affirm a hard truth. In war, the price of freedom is always paid in the blood of the innocent. Part 4. Analysis and reflection. The legacy of freedom. The book poses a haunting question. After overthrowing a dictator, do we unintentionally become the very thing we hate? Katniss's decision to assassinate Coin is the most heroic act of her life, because it stops the cycle of violence. The epilogue brings a sense of peace, yet it is filled with aching. Katniss and Peeta return to District 12 to heal their wounds together. They have children, but the nightmares of the arena never truly fade. It reminds us that freedom is precious, and we must tell these stories to the next generation so they do not repeat the mistakes of the past. The games are over, but the lesson on compassion and vigilance against power remains forever. Part 5. Conclusion. The anthem of survival. There are much worse games to play. Mockingjay closes a legendary journey, leaving readers with an unforgettable aftertaste of courage. This isn't just a story about a girl who knows how to shoot arrows. It's a story about the power of an individual daring to stand up against an entire corrupt system. Thank you for joining me throughout the entire Hunger Games series. Do you think Katniss's ending was a liberation or a prolonged tragedy? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe so we can explore the next literary universe together. Goodbye, and may you always be the victor in your own life.